Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to be rescaping my 55-gallon wall aquarium. So this is the first tank you see before you enter my fish room in the back. So I had maybe a dozen angelfish in here, and I've sold some today and I've moved some others to another aquarium. So what I want to be doing is removing all of the angels because I think I'm going to get some super reds from a friend of mine who breeds a lot of different types of angels, some wild caughts and some crosses, and he has some really nice super red koi angelfish. And some of these here, I've had these since they were born. So I bred the parents bred. I've raised these guys from wigglers to fry to dime size to this. So these guys are maybe a year or two old. I sold some of my biggest ones. These are still pretty large, but they do have some type of fin rot on a few of them. So this has never affected the interior of the fish. That they eat really well. They've been growing, but this is my main tank. I want them to look the best they can. So I'm gonna move these to a 55-gallon bare bottom. Whatever's in this tank, I think it's in the substrate, and it's really hard to gravel vac sand. So what I'm going to be doing is moving them to a bare bottom, treating these fish. I'm going to start fresh on this tank. So what I want to do, this is my only tank with substrate. I liked it for a while, but it just needs some TLC. So what I'm going to do is drain this aquarium, remove all of the sand and rocks. I'm going to remove the sponge filter, dry it out, put a cycled sponge from a different aquarium. So if there is any type of parasites or anything that is going after their fins and not letting them recover, I will get rid of all of that. That's probably my worst one. I had maybe 30 of them. This is like the worst one. So one of my favorite colors out of all of them, you get the most marbling and a little bit of color. But it's just time to redo this tank. So I'm actually going to drain everything out. Danios, I have some plecos in here. I'm going to clean the tank. I'm going to let it dry. I'm actually going to paint the bottom black and the side wall black, I believe, keeping the front and back clear and the side clear, because I do like to look through that when I'm monitoring my sink here doing water changes. So it's going to be like an L. It's all going to be painted black there and up on the wall. I will put a brand new sponge filter in there. I may keep or remove this little bubbler in the middle. It looks cool, but I just want to switch it up. So I think I'm going to go bare bottom, go with a clean bottom black, and I might grow out those red angels in here. Whenever I do get them, I might cycle with some live bears. I might do some yellow half blacks or some red deltas in here. You guys actually can go below and comment if you like for what you think I should do in this aquarium. Everything I keep are fish that I've bred and I'm growing out and I want to display, or something I'm trying to breed. I've really gotten away from keeping many just hobby fish because I'm doing this kind of breeding for profit, and I enjoy breeding the fish. It's probably my favorite part of the hobby. So gonna do something in this aquarium, but doing a little before and after video. Today's gonna be a busy night. Drain this tank completely. I'm gonna really just rescape it and kind of start clean, start sterile, and see what it ends up looking like. So stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot of that work, and you guys will kind of get to jump forward about 5 hours and see what I get later. Stay tuned. Alright guys, jump forward here a little bit. So I got the tank drained, got all the fish out, unplugged the heater, got all that stuff out, pulled out the larger stones, put them in a bucket. Just pulled the tank out of the wall. I don't know what I was thinking when I was deciding to do this project tonight, because it's going to be a lot bigger one than I thought. But it's kind of a cool picture. You can kind of see the fish room through the hole right there. A little bit of the drywall is kind of chipping up a little bit. Surprised it's not worse, to be honest, with all the moisture, but tank has tops on it. It stays pretty well insulated. So here's the tank. I'm going to get all the sand out of there. I'm going to try to clean it, turn it upside down, paint the bottom and the side tonight, let it dry for tomorrow so I don't have this hole in the wall for too long. Keep the heat in there. That room is heated. But you can see that's what the wall looks like without the tank. So it's pretty cool, even if there's not a fish room in the future. If I move and build a fish room somewhere else, house has a little bar with a little window in the back. It's pretty neat. So just chiming in, keep you guys posted. keep staying tuned, and hopefully this tank will be filled and looking good by the time you'll see it next. Here you have it, guys. So the 55 gallons been drained, cleaned, bottom's been painted. I actually did a video on how to paint your aquariums. If you want to check out my most recent videos, I think it's 2 down. So here you have it. I actually added some yellow, half black guppies in here. There's more males than females. I have some breeding pairs in other tanks, but I just put the rest I had in here. I initially had the thought I'd put them in this breeder box with holes in the bottom, and they could spawn in here. Well, not spawn, but they would breed and drop their fry. They go through there, and I could grow out a real big school of their babies. Longer process, but it'd be a really cool tank and profitable. But that failed pretty quick. They jumped out, and some of the males are skinny enough to swim through it. So they're in the tank, they look good, but I still have that in there. The tank's not exactly how I want it to look just yet. I might keep it pretty bare just for the first few weeks to kind of cycle the tank, and the sponge cycled, but you know what I mean. It's a new tank, new fish, adjusted to a new waste load. But here it is, got the 55 gallon tank. Removed, cleaned, painted, up and running. Got a new sponge filter in there from their tank that they were in already. It's established. The reason I went with the guppies is this tank is 76 degrees without putting a heater in it. The room's about 80. The tanks inside go from 75, 76 on the floor up to 82 in the ceiling. And this tank's a wall tank, so it's obviously hitting the cold air from where I'm standing, which over here is about 70. So it keeps them at a good medium where I don't have to add a heater. Little cold for angels and rams though, so if I do a ram tank in here, which I might in the future, I'll just put that heater back in there. So here it is. I'll get a quick zoom in on the guppies before I end this video, but if you guys stayed through the whole process and watched us, thank you. Stay tuned for more videos.